Hey guys, welcome back to the Casual Gamer MT channel. Been a while. I've been busy, working a lot, playing other games, but whatever. I am back with actually a couple more videos that I wanted to show you. Been actually working on this build for quite some time. It is a draw attack dragon piercer crit build. I need to find a shorter name for that one. But essentially, yeah, crit build. Let's go to the gear itself, and then I'll show you how this thing actually works. Alright, got the Cerakoil Bender, Diablo's Helm Beta, Diablo's Neuromill Beta, Draken Vambraces Alpha, Diablo's Coil Alpha, Diablo's Greaves Alpha, Penetration Charm, Rocksteady Mantle, and Health Booster. Decorations, we have 2 Expert Jewels, Elementalist Jewel, Tenderizer Jewel, Attack Jewel, Tenderizer Jewel, Destroyer Jewel, and that is pretty much it for the jewels. We're going to go to the skills real quick. Diablo's Mastery 2 and 4. 2 is really not going to help me because obviously it's a bow. Bows don't really lose sharpness. And the whole boosting range weapon melee attacks and odds of stunning, not necessarily a stun bill, and you're not really going to be up close, so not going to matter. However, the non-elemental boost is going to be pretty effective, which powers up non-elemental weapons you have equipped. In this case would be the Cerakoil Bender, which does have a hidden element of ice, but because we put a elemental decoration, it's pretty much considered an elementalist weapon. Critical Eye level 4 gives me affinity plus 15%. Critical draw attack affinity plus 100%. This is essentially what the build is based upon. When you put your weapon away, when you draw your weapon and you attack, that first attack is always going to be 100% crit. Now, mind you, my affinity is negative 15%, so technically it would give me an 85% chance of critting. However, because of, hold on a second, I'll go back. This weakness exploits, attacks that hit weak spots have a 30% increased affinity. So it's 85 plus 30, that's going to be over 100% if you hit a weak spot. Not always, though. Tremor resistance nullifies minor ground tremors and reduces the effects of major ground tremors. It is going to help with the build, especially since essentially you are drawing your bow, activating Dragon Piercer, attacking, putting your bow away, rinse and repeat. That is essentially the way you will be doing the entire fight. Playing solo is kind of a pain in the butt. It does work, and you know it works fine depending on who you're fighting. But working with a whole team online, it's much easier, especially if you don't have aggro. Attack boost level 2 gives me plus 6 attack, so I'm currently at 316, which is not bad for a bow. Again, we already explained weakness exploit. Marathon runner reduces continuous stamina depletion by 30%. It does help prolong a fight. Piercing shot increases the power of my piercing ammo and Dragon Piercer, which goes together with critical draw and essentially Dragon Piercer attack. Part breaker makes it easier to break break or sever parts of larger monsters. As a bow user, you can break horns, you can cut tails with a bow if you didn't know. Slugger, this is part of my Diablo's Greaves, which is not really going to help me much. Resentment increases attack when you have recoverable damage. The red portion of your health gauge, while active, grants an attack plus 5%. If you do get hit as you're recovering health, you will see that red bar as opposed to the one that fills up, which is the green bar. You get an extra plus 5%. I'm sorry, plus 5 attack, which is not bad. And non-elemental boost, which is a decoration that I have that raises my base attacks for non-elemental weapons. Okay, I have been playing a little bit with this. So essentially, draw, Dragon Piercer, aim, shoot. You're always going to crit. Now, I have tried doing this, which is actually powering up my shot, but it does not always crit. So, draw, slide, slide, shoot. It critted there, but it doesn't always crit. So, all in all, I found that it is actually much, much easier just to draw your weapon. I'm going to try to hit both things at the same time. Draw, Dragon Piercer, go straight to it. Hit. Always going to crit. Put away. Let's consume one of these. Hold on a second. Some power coating. Some might seed. Oops, hold on. Put the weapon away. I'm gonna try to hit those two barrels right here. As you can see, they're all critical attacks. Charge sidestepping, it works sometimes, but it doesn't always work. So it worked there because you still get an 85% chance of critting, which is still pretty high. But if you want to stick to 100%, you draw, you Dragon Pierce, release, rinse and repeat. So there's a way for me to show you. Yeah, so if you see currently at the right side of the screen in the middle, it says affinity negative 15%. Draw weapon. See, it's kind of buggy. I'll try again. Draw, Dragon Pierce. It says 85%, right? I'll do it again. Draw, Dragon Piercer. It says affinity 85%. However, because I'm hitting a weak spot, I'm always going to do 100% damage. Now it's back to negative 15. Put away. Let's try to hit these two barrels over here. Draw, Dragon Piercer, 85%. I think one of the shots was not crit, but essentially, best way to do it would just to be, like I said, you draw, you Dragon Pierce, and you hit. Always gonna crit. Always gonna crit, especially when hitting weak spots. Just for shits and giggles. Power slide. Really want you to see that it doesn't always crit when power sliding. You stagger enemies a lot when you're doing continuous critical damage. Even if the damage output is not as high, because of the fact that you're critting, you have a chance of staggering the monster. So it's a lot of fun. We'll try one more time. Draw. Yep, always gonna crit. So even when not hitting, here, I'll hit this one, which is considered not, like this barrel is considered armored. So it's not necessarily a weak spot. So because I'm not hitting a weak spot, I still have an 85% chance of critting. $40 damage is not bad. Again, not hitting a weak spot. Now, I'm just hitting the barrel, so obviously you're seeing one, maybe two shots. Fighting a monster is a bit different story because you're piercing through the actual monster, so you're going to do multiple attacks. That's why I'm trying to hit multiple barrels here to show you. Draw, Dragon Pierce. Always going to crit. Always going to crit. Rinse and repeat. So as you can see, negative 15%. But as soon as if I draw and move around, going to go back. It's going to stay at 15%. So trick is not to move around. Trick is to put your weapon away, draw, and immediately go to Dragon Piercer. As you can see, 85%. Because I hit a weak spot, again, I'm doing 100% damage. That's pretty much it. Might Seed, Power Coating, Demon Powder, the whole deal will obviously give you a better chance, or actually higher damage output. So all in all, it's pretty fun to use, and overall it's pretty good defense as well. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.